Welcome back to this Final Fantasy XIV Let's Play. Yo, Sambo, and joining us, as always, is Seraphis Thrawn, as I stand here in Gridania next to Lucife, Katella, and the mad bonkers Blindrage, and we got fireworks going off already. Dear oh dear, how is everyone today? Katella, oh boy, last week we were fighting NMs. I gotta say, that was a little bit exciting, and I think I did my fair share of hard work. I mean, you saw how fast they all dropped there. That was all due to my skill, right?
Of course.
Right, I'll slip you the $50 tomorrow. Blindrage, good to see you, kind sir. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Oh, I'm very good. I'm a little bit tired, but you know, that's what happens when you're fighting NMs. Lucife, good evening to you, kind sir.
How are you doing, Sambo?
I'm doing okay, although I'm just beginning to hear, hang on, I'm going to pan around up the top. I can hear engine noises. That's those airships again, isn't it? Oh!
You may be able to see them in the canopy right now.
Straight above us. Look at that, folks. This is getting really nerve-wracking now, and in fact, there's been a lot of news that I've been reading. I follow the Lodestone, and I'm sure all of you guys watching along from home do as well. I hope you are, especially at this time of the game. Katella, have you caught up with the Lodestone recently?
Yeah.
Did you see something about, in fact, you can help explain this, because it didn't make any sense to me, something about being careful when you're around Aetheryte crystals in camps. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah. They added Adamus to the game.
What's that?
Well...
That's the question.
Oh, we don't know? Really? Like, is that a person or a thing or a... What is that?
No, it's actually from older Final Fantasies, right, Lucy?
Yeah, Atomos was introduced, I believe, in concept in 6. No, I'm sorry, in 9. Replicated in 11. And in this case, there seems to be some thought about him absorbing the Aetheryte energy from the crystals.
Right, so I'm guessing that this is all part of the, the big world event that is happening, because look, let's face it, as we all know, we've only got a few weeks left of Final Fantasy XIV as it stands right now. And I think people are Blindrage, are they sort of referring now to this Final Fantasy XIV as 1.0 and the new one is 2.0? Is that how we're discerning the two now?
Yeah,
okay,
that's how it's going to be.
1.0's days are limited, let's face it, and I'm not going to give away any spoilers, but we know something's happening. We know we've got that big ball of red in the sky. We've now got these things at the Aetheryte crystals. We've got the Garleans up above us in the sky there. Bad days are coming, if you ask me. And of course, you know what, that brings up another thing. Katella, I think that when the game finally does go down, there's a very important distinction to be made, and I've heard this from a number of other bloggers. We're not talking about an expansion, are we? This is shutting down one game and effectively relaunching another. Is that a good way of describing it?
That's pretty much it, because it's a whole new engine. It's like a whole new... When the servers go down, they're actually porting all of our character data over to the new engine.
Right, so it's effectively a completely new game. And that means that, of course, between the end of 1.0 and the beginning of 2.0, Lucife, I mean, there's going to be a big gap, right? What happens to us as players when one finishes before the other one starts? Do we get to play anything? Do we know?
Yeah, so the word from Square we're getting is that there'll be a beta of the 2.0 client open between the two version launches, one coming down, one coming up.
Right.
That we'll be able to play, and there's even some discussion on the side about whether or not we'll be able to play our characters on that beta server.
Right. And do we know anything about eligibility for the beta? Like, I mean, if we've played the game now, does that mean we're automatically going to be eligible to play, or has nothing been released yet?
Nothing's been released, but I would imagine that there will be a multi-phase beta, as there commonly are, where the first phase is probably invite-only preference to players who are currently playing, and then an open stress test beta.
Yeah, like near the end of it for everybody. Well, look, guarantee you folks, we will definitely keep you posted, but what that means, I'm guessing, is that there will be a bit of a gap in our content while that transfer occurs, but yeah, we'll wait and see, and in the meantime, we've got lots to do. And in fact, Katella, like we said, we were fighting NMs last week, and I did so very well. Excuse me. Blindrage had nothing to do with it, and we've now...
I was killing goats.
Yeah, that's right. See, I knew you were killing goats. Now he admits it. I knew it. I was right.
I only killed the ones that were in front of you that first time.
What? Yeah, well, you were maneuvering yourself.
The 5 other times it wasn't me.
You're right. Sure. You know what? Go have a look at all the comments on that video, and you'll see that people are with me on that one.
I didn't do it. I told you I didn't do it.
big troublemaker. We've got my eye on you. But look, we've done this killing now, and now I guess Lucife, where's the quest? Do we have to hand in somewhere?
So if you'll recall, Lucife, or however you like to pronounce his name,
him.
He was the one that gave us the quest, and at this point, the quest, if I remember correctly, and you can check in your journal if you like, it directs us back towards him at this point.
Alright, so Katella, it kills with fire. That's what it's called, right?
That's right.
Correct.
Okay, let's have a look here. You've successfully obtained the 6 echo crystals, and that was 1 for each of the NMs that we killed, so that's great. 1 for each of those. Make haste and report back to Lucife at Apcallis Falls in Gridania. Hang on. By coincidence, let's have a look at our map here. I think we're right nearby. Yeah, look at that. It's just around the corner. Okay, so can we head off there now and hand in?
Very well.
Woo! Alright, looks like everybody's in agreement. That's good. Okay, this is going to be good because I'm dying to know what comes next. And, hang on, something's going on, guys. Enter this instance. What's going on here? Katella, why is it coming up with that for me?
That's the next part of the quest.
Oh, so it's going to be a little story. Okay, cool. Can I say yes? Are we ready? Can we go?
Yep, go ahead.
Alright, here we go. Yes! Ooh, and look, we're in here. Now, do you guys get drawn in here, or is it just me?
No, you're the only one right now.
Right, even though we're all partied up, so that's interesting. Okay, here we go. Let's have a chat to listen. Oh, listen to that music. Will you listen to that music? It's absolutely gorgeous. Alright, Lucife, what do you have to say to us today? It kills with fire. That is us. It gladdens me to see you returned, Seraphis, and bearing the echo crystals no less. 'Tis plain that the power has opened your eyes to the ethereal gate behind me. Yeah, I was just going to say, don't remember that ethereal gate being there. You may labour to believe it, but this ethereal gate has always been present. Aye, even when you first paid me visit. It was merely veiled from your sight. Ah, okay, that makes sense. There exists objects in the world, you see, that lie beyond the plane of mortal perception. Only by overleaping the boundaries of our senses can such objects be made manifest. This metaphysical leap may be made via a variety of means, the echo crystals you hold being central to one of them. Indeed, it is they that are responsible for the apparent appearance of this particular ethereal gate. As you are able to see it, so too are you able to traverse it. Ah, okay. But we're not quite ready to step through just yet. Would you be so kind as to lend me your 6 echo crystals? Looks like we're handing those over. From these, Seraphis, I shall create for you a harmonizing crystal. Think of it as a key of sorts for entering the ethereal gate. With this on your person, and we've got it there by the looks of things, you will be able to enter Ifrit's sanctuary, the Bowl of Embers. Ooh, Katella, this is Ifrit that we were talking about last week. This is the... Hang on, Ifrit. Isn't Ifrit some big, massive in-game boss, Katella?
Well, it's a Primal too. There's 2 versions of Ifrit. There's this one, which is the level 25 fight, and then there's a level 50 Ifrit as well.
Oh, so when people are talking about Ifrit for the high level stuff, they're talking about the 51. Right, okay. Right, this is very cool. Okay, but if you expect to find the Primal already there and lounging about, I fear you will be met with disappointment. You must needs first summon forth Ifrit, an act which requires the inferno flambeau. It serves to kindle a magic flame, you see, which acts as a beacon toward which the Lord of the Inferno may bend his course. The Voidtongue is famed as the first of his tribe to summon Ifrit. If there is one among them who holds the infernal flambeau, it can be none other than he. You will find him in Western Thanalan, in the vicinity of Nofika's Wells. Oh, interesting. Suffice to say, Ahzabb Chah will require considerable persuasion to relinquish guardianship over his tribe's sacred relic. I rather doubt a single Amaljar will present much of a challenge to a woman who but recently slew 6 lords among beasts. That's right, that was me, all alone. That's right, Lucife, that was me. Yet for the sake of prudence, you might consider assembling a party of 4 for this task. Alright, there we go. You obtain a harmonizing crystal, and it looks like we're being thrown out of the instance, and I'm guessing that we're going to see you guys again. Yeah, there they go, over in the background there. Okay, gosh. Alright, so I've now received a crystal, so hang on, let me see if I got this straight. We have to go get a flambeau off somebody, and this somebody we're going to use the crystal on, and then once we've got that, we can go and fight Ifrit. Lucife, is that about the long and short of it?
It seems to be the process, yeah.
Okay, so Katella, where do we have to go next?
We're gonna go to Camp Horizon, I believe.
Okay, and what
Yep.
from there are we going to find this person we need, or this thing, or whatever it is?
Yeah, there's a cave down by Nofika Wells, and we'll find the Voidtongue in there, and then we'll go ask him for the flambeau.
Okay, ask him. Sounds good to me. Alright folks, well as usual what we might do just to save time, and we'll show you where we are on the map once we get there, but we'll get ourselves together, we'll travel all the way there, and then we'll come back once we're closer to our goal, so we'll see you soon. Right, welcome back. Here we are. It looks like we're coming in close to our target. Wait a minute. I'm going to get off my chocobo. What is this? This is something that we've never seen before on the series. Who are the Ahzabb Chah? Wait a minute. Katella, the Ahzabb Chah, they were mentioned in the quest I was just talking about. Who are these people?
They are one of the sets of beastmen in the game.
Okay, and Lucife, how come you can go right up to them and they don't aggro you?
I may or may not be a little higher level than them.
Well, I'm guessing either way. Do we have to take these guys down?
Yep, I think these guys indicate that we are nearby our target of the quest.
Yeah, now remind us again. So what are we actually seeking here?
There's a notorious monster, one of these guys, kind of like a small boss of them.
Right, okay.
And
we need that. Oh, hang on a minute. So Katella, earlier you were saying that we're going to go and ask somebody for an item that we need. Is this your definition of asking?
I was being funny, yeah.
Alright, I call it more persuading. That's just me. Whoa, look at my amazing skills there, folks. That's right, that was all me, right, Blindrage?
Yeah. Sorry, I fell asleep there because I wasn't doing anything.
Of course you weren't doing anything.
I was dreaming about killing goats.
That's right. We know that. And by the way, folks, when we were riding over here, we can't see it anymore, but the airships went over our head again, and it's always just amazing to hear that low rumble. Gosh, there's something definitely going to happen in this world, I tell you. And by the way, if you're wondering where we are, look at that. I just looked at them and they dropped. That is how amazing I am. Let's have a look on our map very quickly so you guys can see where we are. There's a silver bazaar down the bottom there. There's Camp Horizon, and of course we've been there a whole bunch. There's the Chocobo Stables. So you know where we are, the Coffer and the Coffin, Camp Horizon, and then if we wander down here, and there by the way is Ul'dah as well. We are off to the west of Ul'dah in Nofika's Wells down here. So you can see right there on the map, that's where we need to be for this quest. Okay, so where are we headed? Let's see, so none of these guys had anything for us, right?
No, the one we want is in a cave over here.
Oh, okay, so we're just clearing out the path to the cave, effectively?
Indeed.
Okay. Oh, and again, look at that. It's one of my favourite parts of the game in terms of the time of the day. This just looks beautiful. I love this. The lighting in this game is just amazing. Do you know what, folks, by the way, we keep talking about version 1 versus version 2. I don't know about you, but Blindrage, I don't particularly find anything wrong with the way version 1's looking. How about you?
Not at all. I mean, it's just like any other Final Fantasy ones to me.
Yeah, which is just utterly drop-dead gorgeous, if you ask me. It is hard to remember sometimes, I think, that... Oh, are they just respawning behind us? Can we ignore them?
Yeah, we should just run.
Okay. It's hard to remember that this is actually an MMO. It's got like a level of detail that you'd expect in a single-player RPG. Now, by the way, speaking of the level of detail, Katella, did you happen to notice something? If I just stop here quickly in front of you, I'm just going to wander up to you before we go and do this borrowing of the item. Have you seen what I'm wearing? Did you notice?
Oh, looky there.
I know, right? I've got some new gear. I just happen to know, by the way, that somebody else who's standing next to me, looking quite silly, to be frank, gave that to me. Lucife, thank you very much for this gear. No, aside from you, Blindrage. And by the way, Lucife, you're going to have to explain your outfit in just a minute, but thank you very much for my new gear. Now, if I go in here and have a look at it, let's go to our gear and we'll hover over this. If I remember rightly, you gave me a new set of, a chest item and some hands here. We've got toad skin arm guards, and I've got Ocelot Toadskin Jacket. Now, where did they come from, Lucife? Are they crafted, or did you buy them off like a bazaar?
These were crafted.
Whoa, and you crafted them yourself?
Actually, I got them from another Distant World member, and we were passing them on to you.
Oh.
So they've been traded around the Link Shell.
Whoa, that's cool. I like clothes with a history. Thank you very much, because they were both a very big upgrade for me, by the way. And yes, speaking of clothing, explain thine self. What is that? What is that ridiculous thing on your head?
So, one thing that's kind of interesting about the way they've implemented the game now is that there are items that you get at low levels from leaves.
Right.
That can then be, they start out as kind of broken and tattered, like this hat, and you can upgrade them through the crafting up to higher levels that are much more useful.
Oh, I've heard about this, and isn't that a great idea? Because it means that you kind of get a bond with the item. I mean, you know, I don't know, I'm a bit of a pack rat, just a little bit. I always have full bags. I know, amazing. Hard to believe, but I sometimes have full bags. And oh my goodness, Katella, you've got one as well. I love picking up items early on because they mean something to me. You know, there's great memories from where you were at the time, especially in your early days, because it's all a bit utopian and a bit new and fresh, and we love that. And I always hate parting with those early items because they mean something. So this system, if you ask me, Katella, is that, I mean, that's what's happened to you. Did you get this a long time ago and you've been upgrading it?
I haven't upgraded mine, and actually I just got mine last week even.
Oh, wow, okay. But the point is that, you know, you have these pieces that stick with you. Is that what you're saying, Lucife? And as you grow and your needs for the item grow, you can actually increase the item stats, effectively.
Yeah, for this kind of an item, yeah.
Wow, that's a great idea. You got any stuff like that, Blindrage?
Not on me, no.
No. Okay, I don't have anything like that either. But anyway, I'm
not special enough.
You know, because you're a goat killer. But as for me, I don't kill random goats.
I did do it on purpose.
I instead am the bearer and the wearer of this great new gear. So is that a whole set, by the way, Lucife? Like there are pants and stuff that go with it?
To my knowledge, it's not a full set, but there are different pieces for different classes, I believe.
Right, okay.
Just call him the Jester of the Guild.
Yeah, I think, yeah, that's the word I was looking for before, Jester. Alright, so there you go, folks. If you had noticed that I've finally got some new gear, it is courtesy, basically, of our wonderful Link Shell. Alright, so now we must be... Oh, is this the cave that we're meant to be in, Lucife?
Yes, it is. He's down there somewhere.
Alright, so, Katella, who is down here? Remind us again. This isn't Ifrit yet, is it?
No, this is the Voidtongue.
The Voidtongue, rightio. And this is the whole flambeau thing as well, right?
Yep.
Okay, so am I at the ideal level to be doing this content? So if any of our viewers are, you know, around about the level 30 mark, is this when they need to go?
Yeah, around 30. 30 or a little higher, you can take a little group down here and do this.
Alright, well, there he is. I mean, look at that, the 2 question marks there. Voidtongue Ahzabb Chah. Now, okay, so he's got friends. What's the general strategy here? And look, we all know that, of course, I've got my wonderful friends here helping me out, so it's not going to matter too much today. But if we were doing this at level, what would we be doing? Would we be picking off one of these at a time, or are they all linked together? How does it work? Anybody?
So one thing that Final Fantasy does, interestingly, if you were to come here with a smaller group, fewer of them link. So it dynamically adjusts how many monsters will link based on the size of your group.
That's a great idea, isn't it? Love that. All right,
yes.
But they are definitely going to be linked, though. But is the strategy here that we go for the ads here first, or do we actually start wailing on the boss, so to speak?
I believe that when I did this, we took out the ads first and then started wailing on the boss.
Okay, all right, well, let's get out of walk mode. Let's get ready, and are we ready to go?
Whenever you are.
All right, I'm going to see what happens. I'll probably die, but I'm going to engage this one on the end here, and this could be funny. Hi! How's it going? Yes, look at that. They've all got their attention firmly focused on me, and now I'm going to run away like a little girl. Thank you! That's... Wow! Gee, they're getting sliced by you guys. I'm actually... Now, why am I hardly getting hit here? Is that because they're actually tuned to not do too much damage? Or is that because you guys have protected me so well? Or is it a bit of both?
You got something called stone skin on you.
Yeah. And I guess that's a much better stone skin than anything I could ever put on. I mean, I have a stone skin somewhere as well, but I'm guessing this is a very high level one.
Indeed.
Alright, so, yeah, it looks like we're almost invulnerable here. So, Nina to the mobs here. And there we go, and they are all down, and that means we can finally take down this boss. go. Well, it's not a boss. I guess it's a notorious monster. Now, if we weren't on this quest, Katella, would this NM still be here?
He would be.
Okay, so it just happens that they've built this NM into the quest line, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So there you go, folks. Even if you're not on the quest, you can still come along here and take this guy down. And there we go. It kills with fire. Gridania objectives complete. Yay, Seraphis, you did an amazing job there while your fellow party members stood around and watched. Somehow, I think they're going to kick me from the party for saying that.
I was sad because there's no goats.
Yep. Oh dear. You're not going to live that one down. Yeah, I think you're going to be known as Goat Boy from now on. Okay, let's have a look in our journal now. That's right, I think you're agreeing with me, right, Katella? Let's have a look in our journal. It kills...
Thanks for the comments, Sambo.
Yeah, no problem. You have relieved Voidtongue Ahzabb Chah of the Inferno flambeau. Make haste and report back to Lucife at Apcalus Falls in Gridania. I'm guessing that we're just going to teleport back there. Is that right, Katella?
Yep, that's where we're going.
Alrighty, let's do it. We might as well. I mean, that doesn't take very long, so let's stay with ourselves this time. It's been a while since we've seen our teleport on the show. We're always skipping them, so remind everybody what they look like. It's not too painful. Although once we get back to Gridania, Katella, where will you be teleporting us to? The Crystal Plaza, I'm guessing.
Yeah, we're gonna go to the Crystal Plaza in the Aetherite Crystal in Gridania, and then we're gonna go talk to Lucife again.
Okay, here we go. Let's see if I can remember where he is. You know what? I'm not even going to open my map, and you'll know I'm telling the truth because you'll be able to see. Let's see if this works, folks. And remember, this is someone who gets lost walking out their own front door. So if I can actually navigate my way around here, this is going to be nothing short of a miracle. And of course, it was because we were only just here before, but that doesn't mean anything.
Details.
Yeah, exactly. You know what, I still remember the very first time I ran through all of this because it was my very first character. It was in Gridania, unlike the Let's Play character. And I used to stop here and watch the water wheel and look at the water and go into every shop that I could. I could not believe it. I was on the phone to oh, hang on. Oh no, wait a minute, which way is it? Oh no. Hang on, I think it's this way. Am I right?
Yep.
Ooh,
yep.
All right, there you go. Yes, I was calling a friend all the time. In fact, I was so excited, and they were out and about, and they weren't near their... Oh, hang on. Am I still going the right way? I think so. They were out and about and weren't near their computer, so I was actually taking pictures with my mobile phone of the screen of the game and texting it to them. That's how... ridiculous it was. I was so beside myself with how amazing the game looked. Alright, now I'm guessing that we're going to get another trigger for the quest if we run in here. And no! Oh, we're not! Okay, we're just going to have a chat to Lucife. Let's see what he's got to say. Here we go. It kills with fire. Your jubilant countenance can only mean one thing. You have returned with the Inferno flambeau. My congratulations, Seraphis. That's right, it was all me. Now, naught stands between you and a reckoning with Ifrit. Before you rush headlong into the fiery jaws of danger, however, I would give you some words of counsel that you might be better prepared for the coming struggle. Well, for a start, I think, you know what, Blindrage, if you go on looking like that, we'll just scare Ifrit to death. It'll all be over in 5 seconds. That's a good move. Just stay like that.
I can get my other ones on.
No, that's fine. That's fine. Remember, we're a family
You want my
show. Your Speedos? No, thank you. Oh, look, you stay out of the water. Keep those pants on, young man. Thank you very much.
First I can't kill goats, then I can't wear my Speedo. Jeez, make up your mind.
The poor guy. Your adversary is a god at best and a demon at worst. You will want to assemble a band of your most stalwart companions, naked or otherwise, for this encounter, lest you imperil both yourself and Eorzea's precious hopes of survival. Now, here we go. We've got a message now saying only parties consisting of 4 disciples of war or magic with a level of 25 or above will be permitted to battle the Primal Ifrit. Oh God, I'm getting nervous now. Furthermore, all party members must have their clothes on and have either completed one of the 3 It Kills with Fire quests or fulfilled the quest requirements for entering the battlefield. Boy, they don't
I guess I
much.
Can't go then. I have to have my clothes on.
Yeah, that's right. That counts you out. Be warned also that the primals radiate a malign energy, which has a corrupting influence upon mortal minds. Oh, that sounds kind of like the influence that Blindrage has on us. For your own safety, I shall employ my magics to extricate you and yours should I deem the struggle has persisted over long. Wait a minute. Lucife, what does that mean? That sounds like some veiled sort of attempt at if you are so bad that you're going to die, the game will pull you out of the instance. Am I reading that right?
Well, I believe that it's to prevent people from thinking, oh, if I go in here I might lose my character.
Oh, I see. Okay, that's fair enough. Alright, nor shall I permit you to confront Ifrit again until such time as your body has purged itself of the Primal's taint. You must be fully rested and clear of mind to attempt this feat. So that sounds like a lockout mechanic to me, would that be right?
I believe so, yeah.
The allotted time for the battle with Ifrit is 30 minutes Earth time. A waiting time also applies between challenges, and you will not be permitted to return to the Bowl of Embers immediately. Well, there we go. That explains that one. To confirm how long you must wait before re-entering, view the Timers tab located under Attributes in your main menu. And of course, we've seen that before. And I can hear the skyships again, by the way, coming in. Gosh, they're regular, aren't they? All right, let's continue chatting to him. Commit my counsel to memory, for you will needs abide by it if you are able to have the faintest hope of prevailing. Now, make any preparations you deem needful, then speak with me once more. Alright, well, let's have a look. Am I prepared? Yes, I've got Blindrage. He looks like he's got his heavy armour on there. We've got Katella, and we've got Lucife looking silly, but I think we're ready to go. Shall we chat with him now? Is that going to trigger it off or something? It kills with fire. Begin your duty in the Bowl of Embers. Okay, so if I click on yes here, Katella, what on earth is going to happen?
Well, we will enter the bowl of...
Oh, what? So it takes us straight there?
It'll take us straight there. You'll actually get a cutscene, and we'll go ahead and just wait, not do anything, and let you enjoy your cutscene before we start.
Sounds good, and I hope you guys get to enjoy this along at home as well. Love the cutscenes in this game. So here we go, folks. This is It Kills with Fire. We're on our way to the Bowl of Embers, and we're going to meet Ifrit, I presume, for the very first time in our series. Here we go. Behold the fate of they who went before you. Not a single mortal who has bared steel before Ifrit has come out the victor. Let this be a grave reminder of the arduousness of your task. Attend me, Seraphis. Though all those things happen for a reason, it falls to each individual to find meaning in that which comes to pass. In this case, the message is painfully clear. Hubris is as much your enemy as the foe who stands before you. Anything less than complete focus upon the task at hand, and you will be made to pay the self-same price as these poor fools. If you understand this and still wish to proceed, hand me the Inferno flambeau. Now, step through the gate, Seraphis. Beckoned by the flame of the Inferno flambeau, the primal Ifrit shall descend. The mind is a powerful thing. By its influence alone, one man will stand while another will fall. Today it will determine who is consigned to history, Ifrit or you and yours. Be calm and be unclouded of mind, and you may yet prevail. Oh my giddy aunt. Okay, you guys could have warned me. What the heck? This guy looks mean and nasty. So, look, for a start, we absolutely love the cutscenes in this game, but can somebody explain to me what on earth is going on here? This is Ifrit. What level is he? Do we know? Do I have a hope in hell? What is that thing up in the sky? Why are we surrounded by fire? Lucife, help! What's going on?
Okay, so not in so much order, but we're surrounded by fire because Ifrit has essentially trapped us in this area and we must fight him. The thing in the sky is an eclipsed sun, eclipsed by the power of Ifrit.
Wow.
And I'd like to believe we have some chance of beating.
Ever the optimist. So I'm guessing you guys, of course, are all veterans of this. Katella, how many times have you fought Ifrit?
I fought Ifrit a few times.
As you drop to your knees and pray. Thanks for the vote of confidence there, Katella. Oh dear. Alright, so I'm guessing that there's a bit of strategy. What about you, by the way, Blindrage? You must have fought him a few times.
Twice.
Okay. So who can help me here? If we were all brand new, and let's assume that we all are, like, what is the strategy? Do we just go in and start beating up on him? What do we expect? Are there any special attacks that he's got that we need to be aware of? Is there something that we shouldn't do? Do we have to step out of the fire? What's going on, Lucife?
Okay, so he does have a couple of things. He has some frontal cone attacks, so the only person in front should be the tank, and I'm looking at you. For that.
Alright, so
you're the tank.
Blindrage, is it?
No, you.
No.
Oh, me!
You, the big man on the block.
You, because you need to utilize that new axe that you got from Pico.
Look, and thank you for that, Pico, but you've got to make Seraphis cry. Nobody said anything about me being up the front. Okay, I want to go.
Okay, Sambo.
No, I'm leaving. I can't.
Hey, Sambo, no,
What?
come here. This is what you do. You go up there and say hi to him. Just with your axe. Go. No, go.
Yeah, okay. Can I do it like this?
Hang on, let me do something. Okay. Now go. I'll be right behind you.
Yeah, you'll be right behind me, as far away as possible. Okay, so Lucife,
go right behind you.
The cone, thanks for that, Blindrage, I'll remember that. There's a cone of fire. Okay, so I've got to try and absorb that. Anything else? Like, will he be flying around? Has he got any magic that we should know of?
So if I recall correctly, he doesn't fly around too much, and he's mostly a physical attacking monster. One interesting mechanic is when he gets low on health, he will summon 2 infernal nails that will come up out of the ground. They're basically pillars that look very similar to like his horns.
Right.
And they need to be destroyed because he'll use an AoE ability that will encompass the entire area. And if they're not destroyed,
that hurts.
It will kill us.
Right. Okay, so that's a good thing to remember. So when the 2 nails are down, we break off whatever we're doing and go and tend to those immediately, right?
Correct.
Whew, okay, well, I see a timer up the top there, by the way. Katella, it's saying 23 minutes and 35 seconds. How long does it actually, like, what's an average Ifrit fight in terms of length at this level, normally?
I don't know, 10, 15, maybe?
Whoa,
2 hours.
2 hours after all of the deaths. Okay, well, buff time then. Perhaps I don't have any to give anyone. I'm sorry, no buffs for me. But I'm guessing that everyone else has got some there. And you can see Lucife. Now, by the way, for those folk who are watching along from home, and same with Katella, we know Blindrage. I think you're, what are you, Paladin at the moment?
Nope.
Dragoon.
Dragoon. Oh, no, you are too. Look at what you're wearing. Sorry, you are too. And Katella.
My Paladin's too high.
Oh, I see. What about you, Katella? What class are you playing?
I'm Gladiator. I'm almost tempted, if you're gonna tank, I'm almost tempted to trade out to Thaumaturge, though, for damage, more for,
Well, considering the fact I'm the only damage dealer right now.
Yeah, right. Well, because Lucife, what are you, apart from looking silly?
I am a white mage.
Okay, so you're
healer.
You're the heals. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
Katella, we'll leave that decision up to you.
Lucife
We'll
heals a lot.
Happily wait for you if you need to go somewhere and change quickly. Oh, don't look, folks. wait. Let's get out of it. We'll stand behind Blind here, who can shelter Katella as she disrobes. All right, so, oh, look at that. You're already changed, aren't you? So what are you, Thaumaturge?
Yep.
All right, there we go. All ready to go?
all ready to go. I would suggest coming around the side of, don't run straight in, maybe go around the side, like behind Blind, though.
Okay. Is there a reason for that? Is that because of a ability, or do we want to hit him from behind?
He aggroes on vision. So
Oh,
if
really?
he quote-unquote doesn't see us.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. So do I want to keep him turned around here, by the way?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then actually this is somewhat similar to the strategy used at the 50 level fight.
Right, so you turn him around so what, that cone isn't going all over the party, I presume?
Yeah. It'll go to you and then out into oblivion behind you.
Yeah, which is great. That's what we want. Now, by the way, folks, I'm trying to zoom my camera out, but it kind of gets stuck in the flames there. But there we go. Oh, and
Oh.
I'm going to use my provoke and see if that works. Oh, I'm too far away. So has provoke got a very short range? It's interesting.
Relatively.
Okay, let's use it. Here we go. Let's see if we can pull him
There
off.
you go, got him back.
No, I did have him. Oh, yep, there we go. Come on.
Yeah.
Try and bring him back over here if you can.
Okie dokes. Come on, Iffy. Over you come. And as soon as that provokes up, I'll use it again. Does enmity stack in Final Fantasy XIV? Like, is there any point in spamming it, or do I just wait till he breaks off?
Yeah, so the enmity system in 14 has undergone some really significant changes since its inception.
Right. Ouch.
And so, yeah, basically each point of damage he does to you reduces your enmity by 1. Each point of damage you do increases it, and then the abilities, such as provoke, are worth a certain level of enmity.
Right, okay. Well, I'm just going to spam it when it's up just to make sure he's stuck on me, I guess.
Yep.
And honestly, folks, I really am trying to zoom out, but that's about as far as it's letting me. Coming from the back there so you can see what he looks like from behind. Amazing looking creature model though, isn't it? Love all the, whatever you call them in any Final Fantasy, whether it's an Eidolon, whether it's a summon, whatever you like, they are always awesome. Always epic moments in a Final Fantasy game. So how am I doing, guys, so far?
Doing good.
Alright, we'll provoke him again. Blindrage, how's the view back there?
Great.
Yeah, you seem to be right. I hope he doesn't have to relieve himself there.
Don't be nice.
No. Well, I mean, he's a creature. It's only natural. There we go. Let's keep up this provoking as well.
So one thing that's so that animation he just did indicates that he summoned the nails.
Okay, all right. So we all run over, or do I? What happens? Does the rest of the party do it, or we all do it?
So you can bring it over in this lower level fight, but in the large fight, you would stay up in your tanking position.
Gotcha.
And you'd rely on the rest of the party to handle this.
Yeah.
One thing that's nice about how Final Fantasy does this Ifrit, even though it's lower level, has essentially all of the same mechanics, except for maybe 1 or 2 abilities as the high level one.
Gee, that's great. So it's like training you for the later fight almost.
Exactly.
Oh, and there's that big cone of fire that you were talking about. It is certainly an epic fight. I'll give them that. That is amazing. Oh, and look at that. He's come off. Now, what's that animation? Oh, what is going on? Oh, my lord.
Yeah.
What was that?
That was the ability
How do
that
you
hits the
avoid
entire
that?
arena. You don't. That's what you have to. So if you don't bring down the nail, that will kill everyone.
Whoa, okay. So I guess that's a good idea of the time that you've got between when the nails come out versus when that ability pops.
Yeah, approximately 60 seconds.
Right, okay.
And while in this version of the fight there's only 2 nails, in the bigger version there's 4.
Oh, ouch.
And in the final version where you're getting the relics, there's 16.
Oh my god. 16 nails. Oh dear. And listen to that soundtrack, folks. And there we go. Look at that. Woo-hoo-hoo.
Congratulations, Sarah.
Congrats.
Yay! Our very first Ifrit is down. And of course, with just a little bit of help from my wonderful Link Shell members. Looks like we're getting a cutscene. What on earth is going on here? I had no idea this was going to happen. Nail Van Darnus. And before we read out what he's saying, firstly, can I say, holy cow, what an amazing set of armor. And number two, Katella, is that an airship above us?
It could be. I'm actually not in the cutscene. I don't get to see what you're seeing right now.
Oh, okay. I'm just wondering, Lucife, has it got something to do with all of the world events, or has this always been in the game?
So this has been in the game since Ifrit was released some time ago, but keep in mind, this is all part of an overarching storyline that's been developed for many months.
That's true. Well, I've got to say, this is an amazing looking cutscene, and that armor is incredible. In fact, you know what? It reminds me of the armor from the dude in Final Fantasy XII, is it? What's the one with, that big guy with the helm? I can't remember his name now. Very cool. Anyway, this is Nail Van Darnus. Bravo, bravo. Truly a performance worthy of song. I would know the name of the hero who dares defy a god. Oh, now we've got a choice. Nobody told me I had to make decisions. I can either reveal my
Sambo,
name...
you have to make decisions.
I hate that. That's what you guys are for. Reveal your name to the stranger.
Kill a sheep.
Or kill a goat. No, or my name is unimportant. You know what? I'm proud of myself for killing. I'm going to say my name is Thrallwyn.
Blindrage.
Seraphis Thrallwyn. Let's see what happens. Seraphis Thrallwyn, a name I shan't soon forget. Allow me to return the favour. I am Nail Van Darnus, legatus of the 7th Imperial Legion. I come bearing the light of salvation to the people of Eorzea. It warms my heart to know that there are those who still would attempt to preserve life upon this forsaken continent, and by the blood of fallen icons, no less. A noble struggle, I grant you, but one that is sadly beyond hope. Alone, you stand no chance of survival. None. If you are to prevail, you must needs accept the outstretched hand of salvation, the hand of the Garlean Empire. Okay, this is taking a bit of a twist. What is going on here? I know full well your people see the Empire as little more than a covetous beast, hungry for territory, but naught could be further from the truth. The world is stricken by an evil blight, her peoples given to despair. Seeing this, the Empire was moved with pity. It reached out to the other nations, bringing them under its wing that they might know the deliverance. For ours is the radiance that shall banish the darkness that threatens to engulf the land. Embrace the light, daughter of the south, and your progeny shall live to see a brighter tomorrow. There is definitely a Garlean airship up there. Yet know that the light is unbending, its judgment absolute. By its illumination all is laid bare, the world revealed in the truest form. The bold shall inherit the world, and the beautiful shall rule it. So has the light decreed. Only then shall the land be free of chaos. Ne'er till land consume sun, can sea bear moons, heaven spew crimson flame, and it went past too quickly, I couldn't finish that one off. I see these words are lost upon you, that the children of this land should have grown up ignorant of the sacred something. The slumbering emperors of old Elag are surely... Oh, it's reading! It's going too fast, we can't even read it. Permit me to explain, naught is eternal, the hour of reckoning is at hand. Soon the crimson star shall descend, and the land shall be purged of its taint. Well, okay, let's pause it there. It looks like it's not flicking through. For a start, Square Enix, that was horrible. It was auto-scrolling through there. We couldn't read that, so you guys are going to have to pause the video if you want to check out everything that was seen there. But I'm seeing here, Lucife, it's talking about the crimson star shall descend. Hang on, is that Dalamud that he's talking about?
It is indeed.
And the land shall be purged of its taint. Interesting. Oh, but what manner of foul shadow will the unredeemed souls of your countrymen cast by the light of judgment? The mere imagining of it cuts me to the quick. Good Lord Almighty, you guys, you knew that was going to happen, didn't you? Or you were going to surprise me. What was all that? Okay, Katella, I'm blaming you for all this. So, hang on. So the Garleans are still bad guys, right?
Right.
Right, okay, so, Lucife, how come he was talking about he's got nothing to do with Delamud, has he?
He may or may not have something major to do with Delamud.
Oh, gosh, okay, Blindrage, sounds to me like they're keeping secrets from me, are they?
Maybe.
Yep. I'm going to get nothing out of these guys and gals. Let's go over and talk to Lucife. Maybe, just maybe, we'll get some answers out of him. That was pretty epic, though. Good lord. Thank you for that tracer there. It kills with fire. Is it true what you say that the ether spilled forth from the land and the ethereal gate was severed entirely? 12 be good. I would know all that transpired, Seraphis. Pray, spare no detail. So, Nail Vandanis himself appeared. That he would so callously sever the flow of ether, no man of soul mind would contemplate such wickedness. More troubling still is the fact that he had the means to do it at all. It would seem the Empire has acquired a terrible new weapon. Yet, we have a more pressing issue to consider. The land has been divested of its ether. If Ifrit was somehow able to absorb that energy, he will grow powerful beyond reckoning. And we failed to put an end to Ifrit, to destroy the Primal's body and soul, both that he might never rise again. Wait a minute, what is it? What do you mean we failed? I thought we saw him keel over. Katella, did we not kill him?
We stopped him for a bit, but we didn't kill him.
Man, I hate when that happens. But we have not the luxury of conceding defeat. The fate of the world is at stake, and we must fight on until such time as the crystals nourish the land once more. I shall devote myself to seeking alternate means to contend with Ifrit. In the meantime, Seraphis, I ask that you hold fast to your resolve. When the hour is ripe, your feet shall surely carry you hither again. Alright, so it says that it kills with fire has been updated in our journal. Let's go in there and have a look. Whew, that was exhausting, gotta say. Upon returning to Gridania, you learn that your victory over Ifrit was only fleeting. To compound matters, the likelihood is high that the Primal has absorbed the ether that spilled forth from the land, rendering him stronger even than before. Well, good one! Gosh, I've made it worse. With the ethereal gate leading to the bowl of embers permanently severed, Lucife must search for other ways to deal with Ifrit. In the meantime, make your way to the Adder's Nest and report these developments to First Serpent Lieutenant Fulk. Alright, so that's where it all started, right, Katella? I mean, we picked this up from him, didn't we?
That's right.
Alright, so are we running over there now?
Yep.
Alright, let's do it. You guys going to come along?
Yeah, we'll come along.
Go on. Now, let's see if I can remember. I am looking at my map now because I'm terrible. It is, I think it's down here, isn't it? Do you know what I would love? And let me try this. Is it? No. Okay, we cannot mount Samuel. So, does anyone know if in version 2 we're going to be able to ride our chocobos in cities?
I think it's probably pretty unlikely.
Oh, okay.
Although I will admit, granted, it looked like maybe they were at the Chocobo Ranch in the gameplay trailers they've shown so far.
Yeah.
But it did look like you could get pretty far into that ranch area.
Well, actually,
on the Chocobo.
Yeah. Of course, I just can't wait to be able to jump. That's all I want. Here we go, folks. The familiar yellow flags and revelry of the Twin Adders, which is, of course, our grand company that we chose a few episodes back. And we should get our little false wall coming up soon. There it is. And we want to go to the Adder's Nest. And there we go, nice and quick. And hopefully inside here, there, look at that. Nice blue quest symbol above his head is Serpent Lieutenant Fulk. Let's see what he's got to say. It kills with fire. That's us. Congratulations, Private Third Class Thrallwyn. That was a fine show you put on against Ifrit. Never for a moment did I doubt that you would succeed. You are to be commended also for relying only upon your comrades within the Order of the Twin Adder. Elder Seed Seer Kenny Setter will be most pleased. Now, does that mean, by the way, Blindrage, that if I had actually wanted Mini Ninja in here, in our party, I wouldn't have even been able to?
No, she could have came, but you just get more XP and surprises and stuff with him as Twin Adders.
Right, so if you keep it pure for your Grand Company, it's just better, but it's not impossible to do with other members from other Grand Companies, right?
No, because you can do it with anybody.
Oh, there you go. Okay, cool. As promised, you will be furnished with an additional sum on top of the standard award. Oh, right, so that's what they're talking about. Once again, well done. In no small part duty or exploits, we have taken the first step towards establishing an alliance with Ul'dah. I knew I was not mistaken in assigning this task to you. That's right, you can rely on me. Are you feeling unwell? You have the look of one who bears a heavy burden. Come, tell me what troubles you. Legatus Nail Vandanus of the 7th Imperial Legion, that White Raven himself would set foot in Ifrit's lair, and he gave you reason to believe that Dalamud's blood-red hue is the Empire's doing? But how is that even possible? We're speaking of Dalamud, the lesser moon that has existed on high since time immemorial. Then again, perhaps it's not so unlikely. The Garleans have long possessed the power to make gigantic masses of iron soar the skies. If any on Hydaelyn are capable of calling Dalamud to heel, it is they. This recalls to my mind a disquieting report I heard of the Seedseer Council held the evening past by moonlight. The elementals were said to have been in a state of heightened agitation. Some were frightened and others were enraged. At the time, no one could shed any light on what that might have been that upset them. Now I wonder if it wasn't something the Empire did to Dalamud. But I will not indulge in idle speculation. The Elder Seedseer must be informed of this development post-haste. We can only pray that the time for action is not yet past. My thanks once more to your outstanding service, Private Third Class. In delivering to us this crucial piece of intelligence, you have gone above and beyond the call of duty. I hope we can count on your loyal support for a long time to come. And there we go. It is the Final Fantasy victory theme. It kills with fire has been completed. We've got 3040 XP and 1500 serpent seals. That is exactly what we wanted to see. Whoa, I am thoroughly exhausted now. How's that, guys? That was a major success. So what does that mean for us, Katella? I mean, I can see that he's got another quest above his head there. Are we going to be doing that next, or have we got other things planned for our future episodes?
I think at the moment we have other things planned. He does have another quest for you, and if time ends up allowing, you may or may not be able to do that one. Right. But I think what we're heading for next, we kind of have a different focus for the next one.
Alright, that sounds good. And by the way, Katella, speaking of timing, and thank you for bringing it up, just a message to you guys watching along from home, and that is that we're just going to reduce the frequency of our weekly shows to fortnightly here. And don't worry, we're going to alternate other shows in amongst that. So we're going to have our DC Universe Online show going from weekly to fortnightly, and then in between that, of course, we'll have our Final Fantasy one on every other week. And what that means is we'll be able to spend more time preparing and make a really decent show for you guys. And of course, it means that it gives some of us a bit of a break as well from the heavy production schedule that we have. So effectively, week on and week off is how it's going to go from now on. But you guys will still get content at home. Just one week will be DC Universe Online, the next Final Fantasy XIV, etc, etc. So look out for that. Alright guys, well, I think that was a major success if you ask me, and definitely that's worthy of a cheer. Lucife, I'd like to thank you very much for all of your help. I hope you had fun.
Of course.
Great to see you. And Katella, as always, thank you as you take a bow there for all of your organisation behind the scenes. You know as well as I do that none of this would happen if it wasn't for your amazing skills, and I give you a great big clap for that one, so thank you very much. Look at her, she's all embarrassed there. As for you, Blindrage, I would like to thank you for only taking your clothes off 3 times in the episode. That must have been very hard for you. Are you feeling okay?
I miss my goats.
It's Goat Boy, and by the way, Goat Boy is looking absolutely incredible at the moment. That's got to be some kind of AF gear they've got on there, is it?
Yeah, which one? Do you remember?
Let's see, Warrior? Gladiator?
Yep.
Or did I get it right the first time?
You were right.
Yep.
Oh,
you win the golden goat.
Oh my, the golden goat from Goat Boy himself. That is, mate, you know what? The armor in this game is just ridiculous. There you go. In fact, we've got Sublime to the ridiculous. We've got Blindrage to Lucife wearing their funny little hat there. By the way, with the, I also noticed just now you've also got little pink socks on as well. That's quite a number that you've got going on there.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Well, as he does a jig, I definitely think it's time for us to go, folks. So thank you as well for watching that. Certainly hope you enjoyed our very, very first Iffy, our very first time seeing find on this channel. And of course, if you're part of the Distant World Link Shell, you'll see it being splashed across the front page of our website all the time. Seems to me, Katella, that there's always someone going in for an Ifrit kill, almost every day it would seem. Are we generally successful as a Link Shell?
Yeah, we have a good number of successes.
Yeah, and I'm sure that for every success there's just as many hilarious fails as well. Would that be right?
Jenna.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. I think we have some of those on our front of our page as well.
Yeah, definitely. So there you go, folks. If you'd like to have a look at them, go along to our website. Of course, if you would like to come along and join us, whether it be in here, in-game, or just on the website, you know what to do. Just click on that link in the description, come along and sign up. Don't forget also, we've got our new Guild Wars 2 community website that's just gone live, and head on over there. I think, well, what's the name of that guild? That horrible wicked witch from Ascalon, Regina J. Lacerta, named us the Pink Yeti Army. Can you believe it? I can't believe it.
I thought it was the Purple Goated Army.
Anything to do with goats, Blindrage is in. That is it. Let's get out of here before he starts wanting to kill
Next
more
week it's birds.
So you're not fussy. Dear oh dear. So before Blindrage drags us out to slaughter more goats, on behalf of myself, Sambo, Seraphis Thrallwyn, Blindrage, Skywalker, Lucife, Zavacon, and of course the wonderful Katella Avonlea, so saying take care. I hope you guys are having a great day wherever you are in the world. We do look forward to seeing you next time. We will see you then, and bye-bye.
Bye!
Bye, everybody.
Bye.